welcome back on another Tuesday. I hope you enjoyed that intro. Honestly, I had so much fun making it because I feel like you all can relate to that feeling when you get your fabric mail and you just cannot get to the door fast enough and you know it's your fabric. If you're like me, you actually track it too. Like, I want to know exactly what time it's getting here. Like, I want to know. So I always feel like I'm running out of breath just trying to get to it because I'm so excited. Anyway, I bet you can relate. This video was sponsored by Millie Mae Fabric Shop. It's where I got all 6 of the fabrics that I'm going to use today in my video. I'm going to introduce those fabrics to you today and tell you some characteristics about the fabric base and pretty much tell you how I liked it for the top that I made. I chose to do the Lucy swing top. Why? Because the Lucy swing top is perfect for summer. It's a beautiful top. It has wonderful drape and twirl, and the best thing about it, y'all, 2 pieces. It's 2 pattern pieces. That's it. And you can make it in the long length or the cropped length. And you'll see that I did make one of my tops the cropped length because I was having a little too much fun. The first fabric that I chose to make the first Lucy top out of is this one. What do you think? Ew. This one is the Abstract Animal Jersey. This fabric is 97% rayon and 3% spandex. It is very light. It feels almost like a very thin t-shirt with some pretty good stretch. Now you can see it's got some really good horizontal stretch and some really good vertical stretch. So it stretches really well in both directions. Now, I don't know if I would use this fabric to make something super tight because you're probably gonna see through it. But for a t-shirt, for a top, it's perfect for this swing top. It just hugs your body here and then it flares out at the bottom, all fancy like. I have already gotten a compliment when I went outside today, so take with that what you will. Okay, so it's beautiful colored animal print and it's very light and breezy and airy. It has a really beautiful drape. It has fabulous twirl. The weight of it is 170 GSMs, which is basically grams per meter. And if you don't know about the weight of fabrics, I'll go ahead and leave a link up there so that you can see a video that I made about the weights of fabric and different sewing needles that are necessary to sew them. Very, very important. In any case, this has 4-way stretch. It's a very drapey fabric, and it looked really good as a swing top. Check it out. The next fabric is the gray and mint tie-dye fabric. Oh, now this one doesn't have as much vertical stretch as it does horizontal stretch, but either way, I feel like it's a beautiful fabric for this pattern because it has good drape, so it's going to go nicely down the bust. It's going to spin, it's going to twirl because it's very light. It's only 180 grams per meter, so it's a very wonderful light fabric for summer, especially if you're making this top here. It's 96% rayon and 4% spandex. So you know it has a nice good amount of stretch, and rayon kind of makes it very soft and very smooth. So this one is very, very nice. Check it out. This next fabric is a brushed DTY. Now I know some people do not have a love affair with this fabric because it can be quite warm in the summertime, but no. Let me tell you how luxurious it is in a Lucy swing top pattern. It is fabulous. And let me tell you about these colors. They pop. I was getting it on and popping in these colors. I'm not kidding. Like, it has beautiful stretch. So you know it's going to hug your body quite well. But it's very similar to the mint rayon. I would say it's about a 30% vertical stretch and about 100 and over % horizontal stretch. So what that means is when it doesn't have a lot of vertical stretch, it means it isn't going to hang. The stretch is going to cause the fabric to droop downwards as you wear it. And because this doesn't have a whole lot of stretch, it kind of maintains its length over time, which is good. This fabric is 190 grams per meter, which means that it's not super heavy and it has pretty nice flow. So you're gonna have to work a little hard, walk a little fast if you want that breeze to move this top, but it's got great twirl factor and it's beautiful. This next fabric is a swim fabric. Don't sleep on swim. I know a lot of people are like, swim for a top? Ugh, egads. No, swim for a top in the summertime is glorious. It kind of reminds me of the coolness of a bamboo because swim fabric has a smooth, silky hand to it, and at the same time it kind of maintains a cool temperature. And the cool thing about swim is that it also dries very quickly. So if you're doing something outdoors, making a tank top out of some swim is probably a good idea. You're gonna get sweaty, ain't nobody gonna see it. You're gonna get hot, this is gonna dry very quickly, okay? And it's gonna look great no matter what you're doing outdoors in this. Short of rolling around in the mud and getting it all dirty. Just saying. In any case, this fabric was so pretty. Now the one thing that I thought was a downside, and it's my fault, is that most companies will sell swim by the half yard. Naisa has a habit of not selecting enough fabric to make her makes. So this top I actually made a crop out of because I was struggling, y'all. I only ordered 2 units. I only ordered 2 units of this fabric, and it comes in half yard increments. So what I thought I was getting 2 yards, I actually was only getting 1. Have you done that before? You can admit it. I won't tell anybody because we're friends. I won't tell on you. Listen, I'm telling you all my foolishness all the time. And you know why? Because we're friends and I don't mind sharing these things with you. In any case, I loved this as a swing top. It's a little bit heavy, coming in at 200 grams per meter, but it's swim. And it has 50 SPF in it, meaning that I am going to be protected from skin cancer. Okay, I like that because I'm the one that you see and I have a white cast all over my face because I will slather on the sunscreen like it's going out of style. I do not play. I'm not playing. I'm serious. Anyway, this swim is really beautiful. It has a gorgeous drape. It maintains its shape and the twirl factor is unbelievable. Check it out. This next fabric is a sweater knit. Sweater for summertime? Yes, please. This is the Pale Dogwood Plush Hachi. And when they say plush in the title, you're getting all the plush, okay? This fabric is so soft. It feels like kittens and bunnies floating on a cloud. and it's not too heavy. It's only about 220 grams per meter, so it still has some like move to it. Now, would I normally make a long sleeve shirt out of this in the fall and winter time? Yes, I would. But in the summertime, a Lucy top is perfect because you have all that billowing of the lower hem, which allows air to get up in there. You know what I mean, up in there, so your body can breathe. The fabric kept its structure, it maintained its shape. The one thing that I would say about this sweater knit is that because it's a little on the heavier side, your hems at the bottom of your top are going to pull the fabric down. And so it's going to likely fit slightly longer than you would think, because over time the heft of the hem is going to pull the fabric downward. And now a lot of that has to do with the fact that it has really good vertical stretch, and also it has extremely good horizontal stretch, but it's that vertical stretch that's going to get you. So any fabric that has a lot of vertical stretch and you're making a top like this, it's going to grow over time. So just make sure that you keep that in mind. But even with a heavy hem, the top is beautiful. This fabric actually is 83% polyester, 13% rayon, and 4% spandex. Have a look. Fabric we'll talk about is the cotton spandex rib. Now this is going to be the heaviest of all of the fabrics. This one is 90% cotton, and we know that cotton doesn't stretch unless it's woven a certain way, but it does have 10% spandex, which gives you this fabulous horizontal stretch. This is going to stretch across the body in a beautiful way. Unfortunately, that also means not very good vertical stretch, but in a top like this, that means it's going to maintain its structure. This top is not likely to grow on you over time as you wear it, even though it has a heavier hem. It doesn't feel as soft as the other fabrics in any way. It's not super soft, y'all, okay? This is a very sturdy, stable knit. Because this fabric is quite thick and quite heavy, I don't really recommend it for the Lucy swing top, but ask me if I'm gonna wear mine. Yes, ma'am. Yes, I am. Just take a look. Okay, friends, so you got to see all the tops in all 6 fabrics. What did you think? Which one was your favorite? I know which one was my favorite. If you tell me yours, I'll tell you mine. I hope that you had a glorious time. I had fun making this video, making the tops. Everything was so much fun. Again, I'd like to thank Millie Mae Fabrics for sending me all of the fabric to make these tops. I love them. I hope I've showed you enough fabric bases in this pattern so that you can go ahead and choose some of your favorites for yours. Let me know what you plan to make your next swing top in. I'd love to see. Because we're friends, you want to share with me, right? I hope you have a glorious week. Until next week, my friends. So the things. Yeah. Bye.